Welcome back to the X Factor on Halloween night. Time for the group's final performance of the night. So we head to a man whose middle name is Fear. Simon.
Up next, it's One Direction.
You are my guilty pleasure.
One Direction.
Simon's putting all his energies into the boy band One Direction, and it's not fair.
Louis like, dig. But it's like water for ducks back to me, I don't care.
For Louis to say that was a bit harsh, because it made it look like we're the bad guys.
It seemed like it took a bit of our hard work away.
This, for us, is just, it's actually unbelievable. We were all sat in the car today, and I think it was Liam that said it all feels like a dream, and that we're going to wake up and our mum's going to be like, there, get up, get ready for school sort of thing.
The song which we've chosen this week, the boys love the song. It's about showing them as singers.
I think it's easy for people at home to look at us and think that we're just having fun, but the reason we're having fun is because we're working hard.
And they're doing what they should be doing. If they're not a fantastic boy band, they will not be getting that attention.
One Direction.
Every now and then I get a little bit lonely and you never come around. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit tired of listening to the sound of my tears. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified and then I see the look in your eyes. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Turn around, bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. And I need you now tonight. And I need you more than ever. And if you'll only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever. And we'll only be making it right. 'Cause we'll never be wrong. Together we can take it to the end of the night. Your love is like a shadow of me all the time. All of the time. I drove the roads to where I'm always in the dark. Living in a barricade and you lost far. I really need you tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Forever's gonna start tonight. Once upon a time I was falling in love, and now I'm only falling apart. Nothing I can do, total eclipse of the heart.
Boys, when I heard you were doing Total Eclipse of the Heart, I thought, why is he taking this song? But it absolutely worked. And I love the whole Twilight vampire thing going on in the band. And you definitely gelled as a band. And everywhere I go, girls are saying, do you know One Direction? Tell One Direction I love it. I think there's definitely something great about you. You definitely gelled as friends. I love the way you all sing. Simon, it actually is working. It actually is working. I'm not sure what the song has to do with Halloween. What's it got to do with Halloween?
It's an eclipse.
Huh?
It's an eclipse.
Okay. But guys, you're brilliant. Keep doing it.
Guys, like I said before, you are a boy band doing exactly what a boy band should do. And looking at you and I'm thinking the styling is even better than any other week. You make vampire hot. So hard, I want to come to your party.
It doesn't matter where I go, somebody, an older woman, young women, kids, everybody mentions One Direction. I think that you've got a really long way to go in this competition.
you know, once again, a great performance. What I really admire about you guys is, you know, I know people are under pressure when you go into a competition like this. You've got to remember you're 16, 17 years old. The way that you conducted yourselves, don't believe the hype, work hard, rehearse. Honestly, total pleasure working with you lot.
How? I didn't see any of this in rehearsal. It's scaring me a little bit, I've got to be honest with you. Boys, wonderful feedback across the board tonight. You picked a really old song as well, and you made that work. How do you feel?
Unbelievable. The crowd today are amazing.
What about you, Noel?
We're feeling great. You know, we don't take anything for granted. You know, we will work hard, and we're going to work hard, and we just love being here. Every minute of it is just brilliant.
And Liam, I know you hurt your leg. Girls, he hurt his leg this week. It's terrible, I know. What do you want to say to all those screaming fans out there?
Hopefully it's going to get better soon. It's a bit hurting at the moment, but I think we'll be all right.
Oh, hop along. All right. 0901 61 61 110 is the number to call for One Direction when line open. Go to the website for details how to download their performance. For now, it's One Direction. Poor Liam, man, is hobbling off.
It was brilliant. Oh my God, it's better every single week.
You just feel that there's a wave behind this band now.
They say we gotta hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We've got each other, and that's a lot for love. We're giving a shot in all, baby. Living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Living on a prayer. The time it didn't
Guys, thank you so much. Richie came around as well. I know, Richie, you saw the show last night, didn't you?
Yes, I did. It was very, very good. You got a lot of talent this year.
I know you can't pick anyone out, and I know the names and so forth, but you impressed with it?
Very, very impressed. I think the talent this year supersedes last year for sure.
Hey, John, the band just got bigger. I'm sorry about that.
I love it, man. Now they're going to be opening for us on tour. Watch out.
It's time to find out who is safe and who will have to sing again for their survival in the final showdown. So, let's welcome back the judges and the contestants. Cheryl and the girls. Rebecca, Tracy, Katie and Shirley. Danny and the Roys. Aiden, Matt and Paige. Louis and the over 28s. Mary and Bun. Simon and the Groups, Bellamy and One Direction. Okay, it is time for the results. Remember, this is in no particular order. The fifth act through on the public vote is... One Direction.
Okay, you know the expression, save the best for last? One Direction.
Guys, you're brilliant. Keep doing it.
One Direction.
Living in the contestants' house, it's good to be in a group because if we ever have any problems, or on the flip side, if we're up for a laugh, and I've got 4 other lads to turn to, so it's great.
I was kind of looking forward to being the domestic one, doing all the cooking and being serious.
Domestic cut over here.
We all stay in the same room. It's pretty much what you'd expect 5 teenage lads. It's an absolute tip most of the time.
Who's the messiest?
I think I'm the messiest, yeah.
Looking forward to seeing Simon, Uncle Simon.
It's amazing working with Simon on a week-to-week basis.
Guys, how are you?
He's like a nice person and he's nice to talk to.
I think we've got to do a song on Saturday, which I believe that you could have a hit single with next week.
We don't want to come 4th, 3rd, 2nd, we want to win.
I think we just found the right song this week. I'm really, really happy. Mind you, I've only got one out, so I haven't got much else to do.
Simon has literally got One Direction. One.
Brilliant. Yeah. We just want to do Simon proud more than anything. I mean, he's worked hard for us so far, so now it's time to pay him back. We're his last hope, so hopefully we can do well.
I genuinely think they're going to put their mark on the competition this week. I think they're about to stamp out the opposition, I really do.
One Direction.
Looking out a dirty old window, down below the cars in the city go rushing by. I sit here alone and I wonder why. Friday night and everyone's moving. I can feel the beat, but it's soothing, heading down. I search for the beat in this dirty town. The young ones are going. Downtown, the young ones are growing. With the kids in America. Oh, with the kids in America. Oh, everybody live for the music go round. Bright lights, the music gets faster. Look, girl, don't check on your watch, not another glance. I'm not leaving now, honey, not a chance. Hot shot, give me your cards. Much later, baby, you'll be saying never mind. You know kids in America. We're the kids. We're the kids. We're the kids in America. We're the kids in America. Whoa. We're the kids in America. Whoa. Everybody live for the music.
Boys, One Direction, a brilliant way to end the show. Listen, everywhere I go, the hysteria is building on this band, and you remind me a little bit of Westlife, Take That, Boyzone. You could be the next big band. I love everything about the performance, but Simon, 1 point. I have to get my rule book out. Simon, the theme is American anthems. This was not even a hit in America. It's by Kim Wilde. Kim Wilde recorded the song. Boys, it's not your fault, but Kim Wilde is from London. It's not an American anthem. So you cheated. Your mentor has cheated. It's not a hit in America. No.
America in it, and it had some American cheerleaders. It was a great performance, guys. Really, really good. I don't think vocally it was the best of the night, but a great performance.
Oh, that absolutely cheered me up and brightened up my night. I thoroughly enjoyed the performance. You are great kids. I love chatting to you backstage. You're just good lads, nice lads. Great performance. Good song choice, Kel. Have to give it to you. But it isn't American, all the same.
Well, you know what, guys? You know, when you came out, it was like sunshine on a beautiful day. And I've said this before, and then Louis the Thundercloud comes along and dribbles on everything which is happy. What was the song called?
It's called Kids in America, but it's not an American anthem. I know you had your glasses on, but I think you need to look more closely at the room.
Guys, can I say something? By the way, taking all that rubbish to one side, because it wasn't about the artist, it was about the song title. You lot got it wrong. That was, without question, your best performance by a mile. Seriously, on the money.
You don't have that much time. You've got to be happy with that, though, right? Got to be happy with that, right?
I think we just feel so lucky to be here, and we're happy that people are voting for us. And we came out to entertain, and hopefully people...
And you are loving every minute of it, aren't you? Every minute. It's 0901 61 61 110. Number to call to vote for One Direction when lines open in a matter of moments. The website has all the performance download details. Cost cost 35p from a BT landline. Some other networks may vary from mobiles, will be considerably more. Closing the show tonight, I imagine they're very happy with the cheerleader boy band ratio. One Direction.
I felt the best from the second the doors open.
They're getting better and better and better.
It's the X Factor finalists.
Yes, I just lost my husband. I don't know where he went. So I'm gonna drink my money. I'm not gonna pay his rent.
I got a brand new attitude. I'm gonna wear it tonight. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna start a fight. Na 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 na. I wanna start a fight.
So what? I'm still a rock star. I got my rock moves, and now
One more time, the X Factor finalists. It's time to find out who's safe and who is not. So, let's welcome back the judges and the contestants. Cheryl and the girls. Cher, Katie, Rebecca and Stacey. Danny and the boys. Aidan, Paige and Matt. Louis and the over 28s. Mary and Bud. And finally Son and the one remaining group. One Direction. Okay, it's time for the results. Okay, remember this is in no particular order. Also through to next week is... One Direction. Yes, boys, after Simon, there's one remaining out through next week.
Thank you very much. I'd just like to formally apologise on behalf of the panel to Elton John. Anyway, back to the sanity. Hold on to your hats. It's One Direction.
That absolutely cheered me up and brightened up my night.
They're getting better and better and better.
One Direction.
This week was a busy week for us. We went to the Harry Potter premiere.
We all got ready and, you know, we were kind of just sitting down waiting to go out, and then suddenly in walked Daniel Radcliffe out of nowhere. It was amazing.
It's quite weirdly thrilling for me to be meeting you all, because I have been watching every week.
How fit is Hermione?
Very, but she is also like a sister in some way, so it's a bit...
you,
to me,
to us.
not to you. You can fantasise all you like.
When we pulled up to the red carpet, there were so many people there, like, screaming.
The thing is with Emma Watson is she's kind of like first crush we've grown up watching her.
Congratulations on your success.
Oh, Jesus.
I just met One Direction and they were such gentlemen. I was very impressed, so I'm rooting for them now.
As soon as we said it was Elton John week, they just jumped on this song. They want to prove the point that they're singers. I think they're going to do really well this week.
We want to win this competition more than anything, and we're really going to fight for it.
I actually think they're more mature than the older contestants.
I personally hope all the hype and the female attention and all the fun side of it isn't distracting the boys from actually what hard work it is to be in the pop industry.
This has easily been our best week yet, and we'd like to end it with a great performance tonight.
One Direction.
There was a time I was everything, but nothing all at once. When you found me, I was feeling like a cloud across the sun. And I need to tell you, you light up every second of the day. But in the moonlight, you shine just like a beacon on the bay. And I can't explain, but there's something about the way you look tonight. It takes my breath away. It's the feeling I get about you deep inside.
after that performance, I think you're only going in one direction, and that direction is the final. I talked to you guys a lot yesterday, and I really got to know you. I know that you're taking the whole thing really, really serious, and you know you could be the next big boy band. And you've gelled as friends. I've nothing but good to say about One Direction.
Guys, you are so consistent. It's scary. That song could have been really boring, but it was great. That's what I would love to hear you sing at your concert, because I'm sure you'll be doing one day.
Listen to that. That's what it's about. Those are the people that support you and you have a career. Those are the people that keep you going. And to hear that is the measure of what you've become. So you definitely are headed in one direction.
Guys, I want to say something, okay? This is the first time in all the years of X Factor where I genuinely believe a group are going to win this competition. And you know what? I want to say this. What was so impressive, I mean, you've seen all the girls and everything else. You've remained focused. You've been really nice to the crew. You're nice to the fans. And most importantly, everything that happened tonight, from the choice of song to what they wore, it was all down to you. And guys, congratulations.
Well, what do we make of those comments, boys?
We're really happy with the comments, you know. We're just so happy to be here, and we'd like to thank Simon for helping us out with all the support he's given to us.
Are you starting to feel now, or have you done for some time, that you are a proper boy band now?
We definitely feel like a proper boy band, and we have done for ages. I mean, we've only been together a short time, but the time we've had together has been absolutely amazing.
You've got the moody shots, you've got the pyros, it's all turning out for you. 0901 61 61 108. Lines open after all acts are performed. Call then to vote for One Direction. Don't forget, you can download the boys' performances. Go on to ITV.com/X Factor for the details. They are Liam, Niall, Harry, Louis and Zayn. Together they are One Direction.
I enjoyed that so far. It felt absolutely brilliant.
You know what's terrific is suddenly it's all changed, because now the boys, I think, are leading the pack, and that makes it exciting.
All right, let's get this show on the road. Kicking things off, it's the X Factor finalists.
Dynamic, inquisitive. You have the ability to be whatever you want to be. Your limits are endless.
If you're a pro or just a starter, put your hands up for whatever you'd rather. Don't be scared to scream or shout. We're having fun, that's what it's all about. Tell me not to change it, if the change could ever be. I can't stop moving, can't stop moving, can't stop moving, I can't get still. I can't stop moving, can't stop moving. You don't know just how I feel. I can't stop moving, can't stop moving, can't stop moving, I can't get still. Tell me not to change it, if a change could ever be.
one more time. The X Factor finalists. Big show tonight, but it's time to find out who is safe and who will have to sing again for their survival in the final showdown. So, let's welcome back the judges and the contestants. Cheryl and the girls. Katie, Cher and Rebecca. Danny and the boys. Paige, Aidan and Matt. Lily and the over 28s. Mary and Barbara. And finally, Simon and the one remaining group, One Direction. Okay, it's time for the results. Remember, this is in no particular order. Also through to next week is... One Direction.
Right, okay, no silly staircases, just five very talented boys. One Direction. Guys, congratulations.
One Direction.
Oh my God, this was the best week ever.
Come on, England. So we went to watch England versus France. It was a great day all in all, except for the result.
How you doing? All right?
Meeting the players was a great experience, but it was a bit surreal as well because Steven Gerrard said his wife and kids were also a massive fan of us.
Yeah, my little girls love you, so keep it going, try and win for them, yeah?
Yeah, each week we're in this competition, it gets better and better. We absolutely love it.
I think the Beatles week is a perfect opportunity for this band. They have never been more excited about a theme.
I'm personally a massive fan of the Beatles, and when we found out that it was Beatles week, it got me really excited.
Come in, boys.
If there was ever a week where pressure was going to come, it's going to be Beatles week for them and their mentor.
It's the right song, but we've got to make it fantastic.
For us to show the public that we deserve a place in the competition, we have to step up, we have to get bigger and better every week.
As the weeks go by, we're adding more and more complicated harmonies and things for them to do.
One Direction have got to get it totally and utterly perfect.
Can they shine this week? 100,000,000%.
One Direction.
There's nothing you can do that can't be done. There's nothing you can sing that can't be sung. There's nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. There's nothing you can make that can't be made. There's no one you can save who can't be saved. There's nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy. There's nothing you can know that isn't known. There's nothing you can see that isn't sure. There's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love.
congratulations. Thank God you came on because you've lifted the whole energy in the studio. I love the arrangement of the song, and it's good to see the Fab Five singing the Fab Four. There's hysteria here. You've lifted your game. I think, guys, you're in for the long haul. Yes.
Guys, another fantastic performance. I've always given you good comments. I just have to say tonight, and when you just really watched the show back, you guys were struggling. I don't know if it was caught on camera, but you were struggling with the backing vocals tonight. You didn't know where you were coming in or out. Don't let the other guys down. If you're going to work as a group, you have to work as a group. I noticed that you didn't know what you were doing.
I could get into the whole, I don't know why your mentor put you on a playing platform like that, but I won't, because above everything else, that was another great performance from you guys. Why the platform?
Who cares about the platform?
Seems you don't care about the stairs.
Different.
Thank you very
Can I
much.
just say, guys, as always, worked hard, delivered a fantastic new version of the song, and please, to anyone at home who saw what happened last week, please don't think these guys are safe. This lot do not want you to do well in the competition. I do. Please vote.
Guys, great comments, great reaction from the audience. How you feeling?
Say again, sorry, I couldn't hear a word you were saying.
Just leave it. You're happy, right?
Yeah, this
Great.
is...
I don't want to be here all day. 0901 61 61 103. Call that number to keep One Direction in the competition for another week. Lines open at the end of the show. Wait till then. For all the performance download details, go to the website. We give you One Direction.
We're all massive fans of the Beatles because they are what defines a boy band. They are the ultimate boy band, and sing their songs amazing.
They look like they're having a brilliant time. They've gelled as a group. Hey, they're going to be in the finals.
Time for something very special right now. This year, the X Factor is releasing a charity single to raise much-needed funds for a very worthwhile cause. Help for Heroes is a charity set up to help those soldiers wounded in Britain's current conflict. Simon, obviously a very worthy cause.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, the Sun came to us about supporting this charity, which we did. It raised a lot of money. It was such a worthwhile cause, and the truth is that these guys still need a lot of help. So for whoever buys the record, all the proceeds are going to go to the charity, and the record is appropriately called Heroes.
Right, well, all 16 X Factor finalists are back to perform the single, but first, let's take a look at how the charity has helped one of those heroes, Lance Corporal Matthew Wilson.
can remember standing by the wall and the guns shot above our heads. We could be heroes just for one day. We can be heroes. We can be heroes. We can be heroes. We can be heroes. We can be just for one day. We could be heroes. We could be heroes. Just for one day.
Ladies and gentlemen, X Factor finalists. And we are delighted to tell you that we've been joined tonight by 20 servicemen and women who have been supported by helpful heroes, including Lance Corporal Matthew Wilson. Matthew and all your colleagues, we are honoured you're with us tonight. Thank you so much, mate. It is time to find out who's safe and who'll have to sing again for their survival in the final showdown. So, let's welcome back the judges and our contestants. Cheryl and the girls. Cher, Rebecca and Katie. Danny and the boys. Matt and Paige. Louis and the over 28s. Mary and Wagner. And finally, Simon and the one remaining group, One Direction. All right, it's time for the results. All right, also through to next week's show is... One Direction. Congratulations, boys. Simon through to another week.
Zayn, Niall, Louis, Harry, Liam, no creeps, One Direction.
That was another great performance from you.
One Direction.
Every week, the audience just seems to be getting louder and louder.
You know something's going right for you when the audience's reaction is that big.
They completely tore the roof off.
I think our main competition in the show is Matt and Rebecca. For me, those two definitely deserve to be in the final.
We want to prove that we're up there with them and we deserve to be here.
This week we went to check out our charity single.
That's what I'm talking about.
Our first CD that we're actually on. And hopefully it's the first of many. I think it's great to have a single with all the other contestants, but the real aim is for us to have our own #1 one day.
When you've got a group this age, you've got to try and make a rock song young.
The master plan is to get everyone singing along and hopefully get the 4 judges up there with us, jumping and dancing.
Everyone loves the song. Everyone is going to join in the chorus.
They can make it Louis.
I think Louis would.
Yeah, Louis would bust a few. I can imagine Louis doing the kind of granddad moves like.
It's a good song, I like it. You know, the boys sound good on it. And I think it's the kind of record they would release.
One Direction.
I got my first real 6-string, bought it at the 5 and dime. Played it till my fingers bled. Was the summer of '69. Oh, when I look back now, the summer seemed to last forever. And if I had a choice, yeah, I'd always wanna be there. Those were the best days of my life. Oh yeah, back in the summer of '69. And we were kids inside, we were young and restless. We needed to unwind. I guess nothing can last forever, forever. Back in the summer of '69. Back in the summer of '69. Back in the summer of
Hey, boys, that absolutely worked. I love the choice of song. I love the vibe and the vitality you bring to the competition. The competition would not be the same without One Direction. I love the way you've gelled as friends. I think you're the next big boy band.
It seems like you've done a lot of work this week and that you've really stepped it up.
We've got feet stamps going on. There's electricity in the room. It's fantastic. You just keep growing and growing and getting better and better. And I think there's a big future for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'd just like to say, 1 second, is that I had nothing to do with this song choice. Harry, I didn't. Harry,
You were in New York, Simon. You were in New York. You left your act.
I came back on Wednesday.
Why were you in New York?
Got quite an important award.
What was it?
Oh, shut up, Louis.
What was it for?
The important thing is Harry chose the song. Everything that happened. Great choice of song. And look, let's remember, next week is the semi-final. You've worked your butts off to get where you've got to. You've got to be there next week. Please pick up the phone.
Okay, trust me, the last thing we should be doing is picking up Harry any more than people pick him up. Did you really pick that song?
I did, but I think the boys kind of opened to it and they just all loved it. And I think for Simon to listen to our kind of options and then kind of for us to be working with him is just incredible.
Good stuff, guys. Well done. 0901 61 61 102. That is One Direction's number. Do not call it now. Lines will open to all the acts that performed their first song. ITV.com/X Factor has all the details if you want to download that performance. For now, it's One Direction.
The most fun performance ever.
Amazing, they were fantastic tonight.
Okay, you know what's coming. One Direction.
The second song is quite challenging. I wanted to choose something to really prove a point, I think.
point is they're good singers. Simple as that.
There's no big production. It's pretty much stripped down. It's all about the voices. I think this song could show how far we've come in terms of vocally and being a group and working together to put harmonies in.
It's a brilliant rock song. I hope they get the vocal right.
Ultimately, it is a singing competition, and we need to prove that we can all sing.
I really like it. I really, really do. They could do really well with this, but it's a tough song to sing.
One Direction.
You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? Oh, you're everything I hope for, and you're everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? Oh, oh yeah. You're everything I hope for, and you're everything I need. You are so beautiful to me.
Wow! Well, boys, you proved tonight you're not just another boy band. You're a brilliant, brilliant vocal group. And it proves that everybody in this group can sing, which is incredible. I love the song. I loved everything about it. My only thing about it, I don't think it's a rock song, Simon. I don't really think it's in the rules, but it was a brilliant song. It's not really a rock song, is it?
Guys, there's one word for that, and that's stunning. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's great to see you having fun and having all the dancers and all of that. I love that side of you, but I absolutely love just standing and hearing you sing. That's what it's all about. You should be able to do everything. I think you've got a really bright future as a boy band. I really do.
If I could just deal with Captain Boring's little comment about it not being a rock song. Joe Cocker actually was a rock singer, Louis, so do your homework.
Not really. Not really.
Go and do some homework and go and buy a book or something.
Really.
Let me just say something, guys. This was, in some ways, my favourite performance by you because it was beautifully sung, and Zayn in particular. I can remember when we were at the boot camp, and I had to get you from the back because you were too embarrassed to dance, and I've seen how you transformed your confidence and how the boys have looked after you. Genuinely, I am so proud of you tonight. Congratulations.
All right. Great feedback. And the rule book's back out, Louis.
They're a brilliant, brilliant group.
Guys, I just want to speak to Zayn because I never get a chance to come and say hello to Zayn. Zayn, Simon's comments there. We're obviously very glad about those.
It's so nice to be able to work with someone, you know, as big and as powerful as Simon, and it's so great. And we just appreciate the fact that we get to come out with 5 of our best friends every week and perform.
Great to see you grow as well. You're such a shy little thing at Bootcamp. Stop for them. 0901 61 61 102. That is the number to call to vote for One Direction. I'd imagine you'd be in the boys' good books if you give it a call later on. Thank you, Noel. Lines are open, and the numbers for all the other acts are on screen right now. ITV.com/X Factor has all the download details. For now, we give you One Direction.
It was fantastic. Really, really good.
Time to find out who's safe and through to next week's semi-final and who is not. So, let's welcome back the judges and the contestants. Cheryl and the girls. Cher, Rebecca and Katie. Danny and the one remaining boy, Matt. Louis and the over-28s. Wagner and Mary. And finally Simon and the last remaining group, One Direction. Okay, it's time for the results. 3 acts have made it through. Only one more is certain of a place in next week's show. One Direction, Mary, Wagner and Katie. The final act, definitely through to the semi-final, is... One Direction.